Tench is not a fish for fuss. It loves silence, chest-deep weeds, and a quiet, smart approach. It won't bite just like that. You need to use your head. In this video, we're giving you the full truth about catching this slippery skeptic from A to Z. When it shows up, where it hides, what really gets bites, and what totally turns it off. What baits work, how to feed the spot properly, and why every unnecessary move can cost you a fish. Every step matters. Every detail counts. This isn't random fishing. It's more like a hunt. Tench senses nerves, hates sudden movements, and doesn't forgive rush. You won't catch it with brute force, only with patience and finesse. A trophy tench is pure respect on the water. It's like a medal for the right approach. Many chase it for years and still don't get the secret. But the secret's real, and we're revealing it right here. Real methods, real rigs, real situations. Do it right, and the bite will be strong, heavy, and confident, and in your hands. You'll be holding a thick, slippery, golden tench, like it came to you on its own. So watch till the end and fish like a pro. A trophy tench is like ghost hunting. Today, we'll dig into what makes this fish so weird but fascinating. Tench isn't just a quiet loner, it's a true mystery to many anglers. Some even say it only shows up at dawn if the stars align. A lot of people think catching one is almost impossible. Either it's super rare or just too smart. While anglers go on and on about perch, pike, or roach, tench barely gets a word like a bite at noon. But that's a mistake. The truth is, tench is just another local of our waters. Not a myth, just a fish with a strong personality. It doesn't rush, doesn't fall for just anything. But if you figure out its habits, you can catch it consistently. It's not as common as crucian or roach, but it's right there. Not in legends in real water. The trick is knowing how to approach it. And that's where it gets good. So, where does this sneaky fish hide? You won't find it chilling in the open. Tench is like a quiet guy from the back streets. He loves mud, weeds, and being left alone. Look for him where the bottom's soft and muddy, not sandy or rocky. There's no food for him there, not his scene at all. Best spots are ponds, old river arms, still lakes, any place with slow or barely moving water. Tench respects plants, especially lilies, pondweed, and horsetail. That's his comfort zone. Fresh young shoots? For him, that's salad soft, juicy, just the way he likes it. Reeds? Less often not a favorite. But if there's a little stream or creek flowing into a pond or lake anchor there, that water's fresh. More oxygen, which means the tench is right there too. You could scoop them out by the bucket. It's simple. Want to find tench? Look for weeds, calm, and just a hint of movement on the surface. That's where he'll be. Want to catch this slippery guy? Look for springs and cold water, especially during heat waves when everything else turns into soup. Tench goes where it's cooler. The trick is not to miss those spots. Stick your leg in if it's cold, like tap water. You found a spring. He's not hanging there for nothing. That water's richer in oxygen. Food flows in more often, and fish feel better there. Sure, tench can chill in a regular pond too. But if he gets a choice, he'll always pick the cleaner, quieter, cooler place. And here's a trick. Not everyone knows if you find a patch of lilies or pondweed. Don't walk past it. Grab a weed cutter, or even just a stick with a blade, and clear a little path. Tench loves those trails, more light, more food, fewer predators. He'll come there on his own to feed. Just don't make noise and do everything smart. In a couple of hours, that spot could become your secret honey hole that nobody else knows about, and tench will be right at home there. So pay attention, and don't rush. Tench bites for those who follow the rules. He respects bait, but it doesn't always work everywhere. Throw in just anything, you might scare him away instead of attracting. Especially in murky, still waters with low oxygen, any light ground bait will start rotting fast, fermenting, and stinking. Tench won't touch that mess. He's careful, won't dig through spoiled junk. So pick your bait wisely. Go for heavy, non-dusty mixes with barely any scent. Best choice is a dark, neutral base with plant-based stuff like crushed seeds, a bit of cooked oil cake, some bran. The key is not to overdo it. Tench hates loud smells and too much action. Catching him is about patience and precision. If you understand his behavior, you're not just hoping, you're seriously increasing your chances. Baiting for this fish isn't about a scent cloud for 100 meters. Tench has opinions about smell. He's not a carp that jumps on everything fruity or spicy. Tench sniffs, thinks, watches, and only then decides if he'll come close. All that strawberry, vanilla, pineapple, anise, pepper, forget it. He doesn't like any of that. He'll swim off and never even glance at your spot, especially if you tossed in something spicy like garlic or hot pepper. Tench avoids that like fire. He wants natural, quiet, chemical-free food. A dark, plain base with no flavoring, that's his style. Don't mess it up by going overboard. Too much scent, and there'll be no bite at all. Tench respects silence, soft moves, and clean, natural flavors. If you get that, you'll catch him consistently. The rest just keep experimenting and wondering why their float doesn't even twitch. That's why dairy-based ground bait and tench don't mix. Some folks say to use cottage cheese, but that's way off. Tench doesn't respect that he'll swim off rather than come close. He's not into sour smells, and in hot weather, it spoils fast. In still water, it's a recipe for disaster. Experienced anglers already figured out dairy kills the bite more often than it helps. But oil cake, now that's another story. Natural, filling, no sharp scent, just what Tench wants. But don't dump it in like you're feeding livestock. Tench isn't hungry all the time, there's plenty of food around. Little critters, worms, plants, all within reach. If the bite's dead, don't keep dumping bait. Switch up your spot or change your hook bait. Tench is about precision, not about buckets of slop. Go overboard and you'll be watching that float all day. Fish smart and you'll catch. Don't feed the water for no reason. Tench loves baits that move and smell fresh. Worms, maggots, bloodworms, caddis larvae, all great picks. He likes action on the hook. The best setups are combos like worm with semolina or maggot with bread. Those little burgers not only smell great, they smell different, and Tench reacts strong to variety. Sometimes the weird stuff works like a peeled lily stalk. It's soft, grassy smelling, holds great on the hook, and gets bites when everything else fails. In murky water, or on soft bottom, try a foam ball or a bread nugget. Add a bit of natural scent or worm juice, and boom, you've got a bait that floats, smells, and gets noticed. Tench can be moody, but if you figure out what he wants today, that bite will be fire. So don't stick to one thing. Mix it up. Try different stuff until you find what hits. Tackle should match the spot. This fish is usually caught with float rods because it lives in thick weeds. Feeders are useless there. You cast once and pull back nothing but plants. But with a float setup, you can drop the bait right between the leaves, control it, and make precise casts. You don't need super thin line. Tench isn't that spooky. Main line, 0.18. Leader, 0.16. Works like a charm. Go for a sensitive sports-style float to spot even the lightest touch. And there's the jig with side nod method, especially good in weed windows. Use tungsten jigs from 2 to 7 grams, heavy enough to get through the duckweed and hit bottom. This helps you test new spots fast and find where Tench is moving. If you know what you're doing, you'll catch him. So, now you know what kind of beast Tench really is. Probably more than most anglers out there. You've got everything you need to go after him fully prepped. We covered where he hides, how to feed, what baits work, and how he behaves. This fish isn't about luck, it's about strategy and patience. Fish smart, and you'll get results. Hope the tips help next time. Your float should go under hard and fast. Thanks for watching till the end. Major respect for sticking around and staying curious. If this video hit the spot, smash that like. And if you want more killer bait ideas that Tench can't resist, check out our Telegram. We keep it real, no fluff, just honest fishing talk. Drop a comment. Tell us how you catch Tench and what topics we should break down next. Good luck on the water, strong bites, and enjoy every moment out there.